Love him or hate him, Kanye West is one of the most influential rappers of all time. He is also one of the biggest personalities in show business, which has earned him a lot of divisive image. Despite this, West is successful in both the world of music and fashion. He's claimed to be a billionaire for many years, but these assertions were only recently confirmed by Forbes. Today, we're exploring how Kanye West made $1 billion. Over the years, West's finances have remained mostly a mystery, but according to a report published by Forbes, a publication known for calculating the net worth of celebrities, the world-famous rapper and fashion mogul has provided documents proving he is worth over $1 billion. In a lengthy process that took into account West's debt, assets, and expenses, Forbes calculated the rapper's net worth as close to $1.3 billion, $300 million more than his 22-year-old sister-in-law, Kylie Jenner, from the outlet hailed as the world's youngest self-made billionaire in 2019. West can attribute his entry into the Billionaires Club to his lucrative sneaker company, Yeezy. The sneaker brand, which is produced, marketed, and distributed by Adidas, was on track to $1.3 billion in footwear revenue in 2019, according to a Bank of America document reviewed by Bloomberg. While the bulk of West's income is generated from Yeezy, the rapper also possesses about $200 million in other assets, including real estate properties and his music catalog. Bloomberg reports that Kanye's music catalog, which includes everything from the albums The College Dropout to Jesus is King, is worth about $110.5 million, according to a valuation by the Venetian Group. This figure is nothing to sneeze at, but the vast majority of his wealth came from his Yeezy brand. Vogue magazine called the sneakers the real heroes of the Yeezy empire. Their released and heavily hyped-up limiting edition drops with shoppers clamoring to snag a pair online before they sell out, typically in minutes. They often sell out on the secondary market for several times the original price, but the outlet says West is still bloating his net worth. Yes, he is a billionaire, but the rapper has insisted his wealth is much more than that. It's not $1 billion, West texted Forbes prior to publication. They reported it's $3.3 billion. Since no one in Forbes knows how to count, the same day, Bloomberg reported that Yeezy was valued by Bank of America Corp at $3 billion last year, before the fashion industry took a hard hit for the coronavirus pandemic. All of this is level 2, West told Bloomberg. It's time to get to level 3. West's other personal assets include $17 million in cash, $35 million in stocks, $81 million in property, $21 million in land, while the rights to his back catalog are valued at $90 million. But he also has debt of around $100 million. The saga of West's finances, revealed in bits and pieces over the years through his tweets, lyrics, and rants, is complicated and predominantly punctuated by debt. In 2015, the entertainer told Bet that he was $16 million in the red because of Yeezy. The following year, he tweeted that his debt had ballooned to $53 million, while also announcing the release of his 7th studio album, The Life of Pablo, on which he raps about the likelihood of dying broke and dressing his toddler in pink fur. I write this to you, my brothers, while still $53 million in personal debt. Please pray we overcome. This is my true heart, West tweeted at the time. Mark Zuckerberg invested $1 billion into Kanye West's idea. After realizing he is the greatest living artist and greatest artist of all time, the $53 million debt of Jordan's losing to the Pistons? West 42 said in a text message, referring to basketball legend Michael Jordan's historic rival, while the team from Detroit, Alexandra Fletcher, a Bank of America spokeswoman, confirmed the authenticity of the document reviewed by Bloomberg, prepared in September. It hasn't been updated since the coronavirus pandemic began. The valuation of future royalties generated in the footwear category is estimated from $1.75 billion to $3 billion. According to the bank's preliminary analysis, Yeezy is West's largest asset by far. His personal account, David Cho, provided an audited balance sheet that pegs the rapper's net worth to be $3.15 billion and lists more than $200 million of other assets. They include 4 houses in California, 2 in Hidden Hills, 1 in Thousand Oaks, and another in Calabasas, as well as properties in Wyoming and his native Chicago, Choi said. West worked out a rare deal with Adidas in which they market and produce his shoes, and he keeps full creative control. Their deal is set to end in 2026, but most people expect the pair to continue their profitable partnership. West, who started designing footwear as a child, previously worked with Louis Vuitton and then Nike, which marked Yeezy's debut. In late 2013, he started working with Adidas, which gave him more creative control, according to a person familiar with the business, and now he designs every Yeezy sneaker and piece of clothing. The fashion industry has struggled throughout the pandemic. Stung by mass store closings and dwindling demand for non-essential items, it could dent Yeezy's business. April U.S. sales for apparel, accessories, and footwear retailers are expected to plunge 79% from a year earlier, according to Forrester Research. Still, the brand has managed to avoid some of the dire consequences as it's sold almost entirely online, and Adidas handles the logistics. While concerns about consumer demand for discretionary goods will grow, the longer the health crisis persists, Yeezy footwear continues to sell out, according to a person familiar with the business. Kanye and his immediate family are living most of the year on a ranch in Cody, Wyoming. He claims his home has more than $300,000 worth of livestock. The community of 10,000 may soon be the home of Yeezy City, an area that will host housing for all of his new employees. As far as Kanye is concerned, the future is looking bright. Although he has plenty of enemies, he recently proved them all wrong by joining the Billionaire Club in heroic fashion. That is all we have for the video. This was Flex Offenders. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video.